Nikola Jokic was born in the city of Sombor, Serbia on February 19, 1995. He spent most of his childhood in Sombor with his two brothers, parents, and grandmother. Even at a young age, Jokic already developed a love for basketball and was regularly playing with his older brothers. Jokic would eventually choose basketball as a career path and started playing professionally at a young age. After gaining attention while playing for a youth basketball team, Jokic was signed by a top Serbian team, Mega Basket. He made his senior men's team debut in 2013 and began making regular appearances for the Mega Basket in the Serbian League, Adriatic Basketball Association (ABA) League. In over 25 ABA games, Jokic averaged 11.4 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. After the conclusion of the 2013-14 Serbian and Adriatic leagues, Jokic declared for the NBA draft, where he was selected 41st overall.
With the 41st pick in the 2014 NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Nikola Jokic from Sombor, Serbia.
In a talent-rich draft class comprising of future All-Stars Joel Embiid, Zach LaVine, and Julius Randle, and reliable role players Marcus Smart, Aaron Gordon, and Andrew Wiggins, Jokic was never considered a big prospect. Bosnian native Nurkic was also drafted by the Nuggets with the 16th overall pick. Some of the reasons why the Serbian big man fell so low in the draft was his lack of athleticism and speed, two qualities that have become a must in modern basketball. And adding to the lack of spotlight during draft day, Jokic's selection wasn't even aired, unlike most of his fellow draftees. When the Nuggets selected Jokic with the 41st overall pick in the second round of the draft, his selection was such a non-entity for the ESPN broadcast team that they opted to use the moment as a commercial break. And with Jokic's name flashing across the bottom of the screen, a commercial for Taco Bell was aired. Jokic didn't immediately suit up for the Nuggets, and instead returned to Serbia to resume his career with Mega Basket. Upon his return, Jokic nearly doubled his production for the Serbian team, ending the 2014-15 season with averages of 18.4 points and 10.4 rebounds. He also shot 56% from the field and was named the ABA League top prospect. In the summer of 2015, Jokic joined the Denver Nuggets 1 season after being drafted. On July 28, 2015, he signed a contract with the Nuggets after averaging 8 points and 6.2 rebounds in 5 summer league games for the team. He had many notable games in his rookie year, including a then career high of 27 points and 14 rebounds in a 112-93 win over the Toronto Raptors.
That time with Jokic in the corner, Valanciunas dead in the middle of the paint. Back to Jokic, and Jokic lays it in. So the hot hand stays hot. Now Valanciunas picks him up, give it to Jokic, and he scores.
At the season's end, he finished third in the 2016 NBA Rookie of the Year award voting and earned NBA All-Rookie First Team honors.
Surfing around the world on land and on ships at sea. Welcome, and most of all,
in his sophomore year, he continued to get better. On October 29, 2016, Jokic recorded 23 points and a career-high 17 rebounds in a 115-113 overtime loss to the Portland Trailblazers. After starting the first 8 games of the season, Jokic was moved to the bench on November 12th. He remained coming off the bench for the next 14 games. During that stretch as a bench player, he had a season-high 27 points and 11 rebounds in a 112-92 loss to the Dallas Mavericks on December 1st. At the season's end, he finished second in the 2017 NBA Most Improved Player award voting, as well as the 2017 Assist of the Year voting.
Jokic will shoot. No, he'll give it to Gallo. No! Jokic another rebound. He's got great touch. They swing it underneath the phone. Rudier to Jokic, and the instant pass.
At the start of the 2017 NBA season, he went from being the Denver Nuggets' most improved player to their franchise player. Jokic's production meant Nuggets victories. The team's starting center was a scorer, a rebounder, and a playmaker with career-high averages of 18.5 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 6.1 assists, and yet he never cared about the scoring more than he did the playmaking. His assist average put him top 15 in the NBA that season.
NBA season high 18 assists. They have given him one back now. Morrow got caught.
Reset on the 24. Pass to Jokic. Extra pass. Arthur for 3. Got it.
Jokic settled into a groove, the Nuggets on his back, and nearly led them to the playoffs. From that conversation after the Dallas Mavericks game on March 6 to the end of the season, Jokic was on fire. In his final 18 games of the season, he averaged 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. The Nuggets went 8-3 in their last 11 and 6-1 in their final 7. Jokic was the rock that the team counted on every single night, and he delivered.
Jokic back into the game, and Jokic back into the scoring column.
It's a good deep post-up.
Gallinari ahead to Jokic.
Man, when he turns left shoulder and slings that jump.
On July 9th, 2018, Jokic signed a 5-year, $148 million maximum contract extension with the Nuggets. In the Nuggets' second game of the season, Jokic recorded 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists in a win over the Suns. He joined Wilt Chamberlain as the only players in NBA history to post a triple-double with 30 or more points without missing a field goal.
Challenge now. Jokic, 23. And Jokic up.
You got to bring a level of seriousness to the game, man. Jokic
He also became just the second Nugget to record a triple-double in the first games of the season, joining Fat Lever. Jokic went on to earn Western Conference Player of the Week honors for the first week of the season, becoming the 6th player in franchise history to do so. On November 3rd, he had a season-high 16 assists and 10 rebounds to go with 7 points in a win over the Jazz. On November 9th, he had a season-high 37 points and tied his career best with 21 rebounds in a 112-110 loss against the Brooklyn Nets. For his efforts in 2018, he was recognized as the Serbian Player of the Year by the Basketball Federation of Serbia.
Late in the season, these guys are playing like it's preseason right now. When you play, it's not a myth. It's actual fact that it takes some time for the body to adjust to the game. And look how he got rewarded with a wide open 3 knockdown.
On January 31st, he received his first ever All-Star selection as a Western Conference reserve for the 2019 NBA All-Star Game, becoming the Nuggets' first All-Star since Carmelo Anthony in 2011.
Antetokounmpo has what a pass. 16 points and Brooke with the pass. And he is able to stuff with grip.
In Game 1 of the Nuggets' first-round playoff series against the San Antonio Spurs, Jokic became the 4th player in NBA history to record a triple-double in his playoff debut, the first time since LeBron in 2006. He had 10 points, 14 rebounds, and 14 assists in a 101-96 loss.
Where he was free to get a good shot at the Jokic hits it back out to Barton.
In Game 6 of the series, he scored 27 points of his 43 points in the second half of the Nuggets' 120-103 loss. He also had 12 rebounds and 9 assists. Those 43 points set a franchise record for the most points in a playoff game. In Game 7, he helped the Nuggets win the series 4-3 with 21 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists in a 90-86 victory.
With a great 2-man combination, and Jokic with a nice move right away goes to the rack between those two, and it comes a little earlier than most thought. Coming out of the timeout. Gary Harris.
In Game 1 of the second round, Jokic scored 37 points in a win over the Trailblazers, becoming the first Nugget to score 35-plus points in a conference semifinals game since Carmelo Anthony in May 2009. In Game 3 against Portland, he had 33 points. In Game 4, he had 21 points, and in Game 5, he recorded 25 points and 19 rebounds, giving them a 3-2 advantage in the series.
Jokic to score on this one. It's too big.
In Game 5, he recorded 25 points and 19 rebounds. His 19 rebounds tied a Team NBA playoff high. The Nuggets were eliminated from the playoffs following a Game 7 loss, despite his 29 points. In 14 playoff games, he averaged 25.1 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists in 39 minutes of action. Following the season, he was named to the All-NBA First Team, earning selection to his first All-NBA team.
Jokic misses, gets the rebound, back up and in, and the foul. Right back to Jokic.
On November 8, 2019, Jokic made a game-winning jumper against the Philadelphia 76ers with 1.2 seconds remaining. In the very next game, he hit yet another game-winning jumper just 2 days later in an overtime win over the Timberwolves. On January 6, 2020, Jokic scored a career-high 47 points against the Atlanta Hawks. Then, on February 4th, he recorded a 30-point triple-double in a win over the Jazz. It was the first 30-20-10 game by any NBA player in 4 years, and only the third since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1976.
This kid's having a great season, all-star type of season. Tough injury. Hopefully he's back soon.
Nice pass by Jokic. I thought it was a good quarter offensively for the Jazz. And defensively, they held Denver to...
On January 30th, Jokic was selected to his second consecutive All-Star nod, becoming the first Nugget since Carmelo Anthony in 2011 to have back-to-back honors. First round of the playoffs against the Utah Jazz, Jokic closed the series with a hook shot to break the 78-78 score into 80-78 with 27 seconds remaining in the game, winning the game for the Nuggets. Finished the contest with 30 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Make him work for his basket, and Via Murray just the right read.
Jokic against Gobert. Backs him down. Gobert stays on his feet. Tough shot. Made it!
On September 13th, he recorded 34 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists to lead the Denver Nuggets in a Game 6 victory, overcoming a 19-point deficit in the second half. Jokic then recorded a triple-double in a Game 7 victory over the heavily favored Los Angeles Clippers. He joined Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett as the only players in the league to have posted a 20-rebound triple-double in a postseason. With this win, the Nuggets became the first NBA team in NBA history to come back from multiple 3-1 deficits in a postseason.
Here's the screen. Murray finds Jokic, back out Millsap. He'll try another three. Puts it in. Paul Millsap again from downtown.
However, the Nuggets would go on to lose the Western Conference Finals in 5 games, the eventual NBA champion Los Angeles Lakers, with Jokic recording 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in the lone Denver Nugget victory in Game 3.
Has been interesting. And here is Jokic, and he knocks it down.
Jokic started off the season with 4 triple-doubles in his first 6 games, and one which he had a career-high 18 assists on December 29, 2020. Doing so, Jokic became the first center to record at least 18 assists in a game since Chamberlain in 1968. Despite a high injury season, Jokic led the Nuggets to a third seed in the Western Conference, boasting a record of 47-25.
Ninth rebound for Jokic. He's got 9 assists and 20 points. Oh, Dozier, yes!
Oh my gosh.
Here it is again when Nikola Jokic is at the top of the key, guys. There's just so much.
While playing and starting in every single game, he led the league in all major advanced metrics intended to measure a player's value, such as player efficiency rating, win shares, offensive win shares, box plus minus, and value over replacement player. Jokic also finished as the league's leader in double-doubles, racking up 60, while finishing second to Russell Westbrook for most triple-doubles in a season with 16. Jokic became the third player in NBA history to finish the season ranked the top 5 in total points, rebounds, and assists, joining Elgin Baylor and Chamberlain.
Jokic thinking 3. Jokic,
what a pass.
Good feed inside, and he finds the cutting Gordon for 2. What a pass by Jokic.
In the first round of the playoffs, the Nuggets faced the Portland Trail Blazers. They would be without their 2 best players, Jamal Murray and Will Barton, who were both out injured. Nonetheless, Jokic continued his elite level of play throughout this year, averaging 33 points on 50, 40, 90 shooting, 10.5 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. In Game 6, Jokic scored 27 out of his 36 points in the second half to lead the Nuggets to a 126-115 series-clinching win. Denver would then match up against the Phoenix Suns in the Western Conference semifinals. In a Game 3 loss, Jokic tallied 32 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists, joining Abdul-Jabbar and Chamberlain as the only players in NBA playoff history to post a 30, 20, and 10 game.
Barton, no. Jokic battling. What a battle. Jokic, no,
pass.
look, my goodness. What a dish.
The Nuggets were eliminated from the playoffs in Game 4, with Jokic being ejected in the third quarter after being assessed a flagrant 2 foul for making a hard swipe at the ball and catching the Suns' Cameron Payne in the face. For the playoffs, he averaged 29.8 points, 11.6 rebounds, and 5 assists per game.
Struggling with his shot, Jokic overrated things for Denver.
It's the 6 for the field.
There's ball coming. Oh, there's a nice play.
For his regular season performance, Jokic won the NBA's Most Valuable Player award. In doing so, he became the first center to win the award since Shaquille O'Neal in 2000, as well as the first player in Denver Nuggets franchise history. He also became the first Serbian player, 3rd European player overall, and 6th international player to ever, having been selected 41st overall in the 2014 NBA draft. Jokic became the lowest drafted player in NBA history to become MVP, as well as the first ever player to be drafted in the second round of the Common Era to win the award.
Steal by Barton. Dishes. Jokic with the slam. Timeout.
On November 8, 2021, in a 113-96 blowout win over the Miami Heat, Jokic and opposing forward Markieff Morris were both ejected after Morris shoved him, leading to Jokic to shoulder Morris in the back. The next day, the NBA announced that they had suspended Jokic for 1 game without pay. On January 27, Jokic was selected for his 4th consecutive NBA All-Star appearance, 2nd in a row as a starter, joining Alex English as the only Nuggets player to be selected to his 4th straight NBA All-Star game.
Game to get ready for an NBA season. Like, you're going to go hard, but at the same time, you're not going to...
On January 31st, Jokic amassed his 70th career triple-double, recording 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 15 assists in 3 quarters. For his play in January, he was named the Western Conference Player of the Month for the 3rd time in his career, tying Carmelo Anthony and England for the most Player of the Month awards in Nuggets history. Jokic recorded 7 triple-doubles and became one of just 5 players in NBA history to have 7 or more in a single month, joining Russell Westbrook, Oscar Robertson, Wilt Chamberlain, and Michael Jordan as the only players to achieve this feat.
Having some troubles here. 3 to shoot. Jokic way out. And the MVP drains the long.
On April 7th, he recorded 35 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 assists in a win over the Memphis Grizzlies to clinch a playoff spot outside of the NBA play-in tournament. He became the first player in NBA history to tally at least 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in the season. Jokic's late season surge also saw him become the first player since Chamberlain to register at least 35 points and 12 rebounds in 5 straight games. For games played in March and April, Jokic was named Western Conference Player of the Month for the 2nd time in the season and 4th time in his career.
13 left in the half. That's a deep one. Oh! Hello, Steph Curry. You watching?
Good drive from Will Barton, challenging the defense, and Nikola Jokic rotates over.
Finished the season averaging 27.1 points, 13.8 rebounds, and 7.9 assists, and led the Nuggets to a 48-34 winning record for the last direct playoff spot, number 6. Despite Denver's 2nd and 3rd best players missing the entire season, his advanced metrics were historically good, garnering the highest single-season player efficiency rating in NBA history at 32.8. He also led the NBA in win shares, offensive win shares, plus minus, value over replacement player, total rebounds, double-doubles, and triple-doubles. On April 21st, in Game 3 of the first round of the playoffs, Jokic logged 37 points, 18 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals in a 118-113 loss against the Warriors. 3 days later, he scored 37 points in a Game 4 win. Denver would go on to lose to Golden State in 5 games, despite Jokic's 30-point, 19-rebound, 2-block outing in the 102-98 closeout loss in Game 5. He scored 20 out of his 30 points in the final 4 minutes of the game. Former Defensive Player of the Year and All-Defensive Team member Draymond Green found Jokic for a word. "I told him, thank you for making me better. It's an honor and a pleasure to play someone so skilled. Usually when you have guys that are talented and skilled, they're soft. And he's far from soft. He's an incredible player." For the playoffs, Jokic averaged 31 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.6 steals, and 1 block per game on 57.7% shooting from the field.
Joker walks into the 3, knocks it home.
He has scored or assisted on every bucket, folks.
On May 12th, Jokic was named the NBA's most valuable player for the 2nd straight year in a row, beating finalists Joel Embiid and Giannis Antetokounmpo. He became the 13th player to win the award in consecutive seasons, as well as the 2nd European to win the award more than once, joining Giannis Antetokounmpo. On May 24th, Jokic was selected to his 3rd All-NBA first team, becoming the first player in club history to earn All-NBA team honors in 4 straight seasons.
11th board for Joker. Oh, what a pass. And the layup is perfect. What a pass.
Standing 6'11" and weighing 284 pounds, Jokic dominates the competition night in and night out and will continue to do so for many years. Jokic is considered by many to be one of the greatest passing bigs in NBA history. As a playmaker, Jokic uses his size and vision to set up his teammates for score. Playing at a slow and deliberate pace, Jokic often pauses upon receiving the ball to survey the floor for defensive mistakes and potential openings. In addition to his playmaking ability, Jokic is also a versatile scorer, capable of effectively finishing in the paint as well as hitting jump shots from mid-range and a three-point. From being the 41st overall pick back in 2014, it is safe to say that the rise of Nikola Jokic was very unexpected. He will continue this dominant rise for the foreseeable future for the Denver Nuggets.